Hey everybody, so today you guys are in for a treat. We're watching this video together. Trump just signed the biggest executive order ever by Asmondgold. I have not seen this yet. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I have heard telltale that this new executive order makes our drug prices significantly lower. So let's get right into it and see what Trumpo is up to.
But starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries, which is what we were doing. We're subsidizing others' health care.
Well, that's a big one.
Countries where they paid a small fraction of what for the same drug that what we pay many, many times more for.
Good.
And will no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. But again, it was really the countries that forced Big Pharma to do things that, frankly, I'm not sure they really felt comfortable doing. But they've gotten away with it, these countries. European Union has been brutal.
How? Do you know anything about this?
What's he referring to?
So the way that I'm able to predict what's going to happen is that I don't think about it with a goal in mind. The reason why a lot of people make mistakes in being able to predict outcomes and be able to kind of work like ahead of things is that they think about it from the perspective of what they want to happen rather than what they think will happen.
Right.
And that's the confirmation bias, right? And I don't think like that as much. And so
I think that was the Cinderella movie years ago, where there was that saying where if you have fear of playing the game, it makes you sit out the game, right? You don't even get to try.
So that's the reason why I think that I'm accurate with a lot of these things more often. And also, I think that I'm very good at understanding human behavior. How am I good at that? Because I played online video games for 20 years. I ran guilds for 15 years.
Okay.
I know how people think.
All right.
That's it. Autism mind, yes. And that's it. And again, people can call me stupid. They can say I don't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, if you want to find out what's going to happen tomorrow, you should ask me. Because usually I'm right. I'm not always right, but I'm right a lot more than most other people are.
Yep, I get pretty good feelings about things
actually
too.
told me stories. It was just brutal how they forced them. And European Union suing all our companies, Apple, Google, Meta.
It's happening tomorrow. I'm going to play Doom tomorrow.
Suing all of our companies. They end up, they have judges that are European Union-centric, and they get rewarded 15 billion, 17 billion, 20 billion, and they use that to run their operation. Not going to happen any longer, that I can tell you. This group behind me, I mean, I think it's the best group ever assembled. In terms
The
of
Avengers?
I think you're going to see a tremendous cut. I don't think. I mean, I know you're going to see it in Medicaid and Medicare. That cut will be massive.
It's the Avengers,
50,
Oh, they said that too. Oh my gosh.
60% of the cost. So Medicaid costs are going down, and Medicare costs are going down because of what we're doing today. And there's no. It's not like, oh, gee, well, maybe it won't happen. It's going to happen because the other countries have no choice. Now, the drug companies are going to have to say, listen, if you don't pay more,
I'm going to turn the volume down just slightly.
So that's
They should have named the pharma order after Luigi. The Mangione mandate.
I hope they explain this a little bit. I'm not sure what order they're talking about. What do you do?
You have to admit, that would be fucking content. Yeah, that would be that would be cinema? Yes, it would be.
So is it just to keep
that
costs
Sounds
down?
great, yeah.
Mr. President, what is Mr.
price controls?
Say it.
How do you respond to the fact that this?
It's not price control. No. What was price control is before. If you want to talk about price control, is what they were doing. They were making us pay. They set a price, and they said, "Here's what we're going to pay, and anything else charge America." Because at that time they had a very stupid president, and it really went crazy during the last 4 years. And remember this: the Democrats are the ones that allowed this to happen. They were the ones that were the protector of this pricing system. And I think it's going to be very hard. You'll have to ask Democrats, are they going to vote against the one great, big, beautiful deal that's being negotiated now, tax cuts, etc., when now on top of the tax cuts and regulation cuts, all the things, now you're going to say that the price of your medicine is going down by 60, 70, 80%.
That's
You're
amazing.
going to vote against it? I think a lot of Democrats are going to be forced
Is it really going to go down that far, or is that just talk? Because that's a lot.
to do
Holy
something
crap.
that their leaders are going to beg them not to.
This is one of the things that I was hoping that Trump would always do, because like I always one of the things that I had always hoped with Trump is that Trump just wouldn't give a fuck about anything, and he would just do this stuff for whatever reason. Because I thought that like no Republican and no Democrat would have ever done this because they're just bought and paid for. And I think Trump is also probably to a certain degree bought and paid for, but I don't trust any.
See, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I mean, everyone's got their own biases, but I don't think that anybody owns Trump. I think Trump owns Trump. I think the only thing that matters to that man is his ego. And I think that what he believes in is what he wants all of us to see. And what he does, he wants us all to like it, right? He wants us all to know who he is. I don't think he wants to do anything that someone else influenced him to do because he doesn't want anyone thinking different of him. You know what I mean? His ego is everything. If he actually gets costs down, that's going to be amazing. And I really hope it brings down costs in hospitals too. I hope that, going to the ER or a doctor visit, that's a lot cheaper too.
The other ones to make it happen. I voted for this. Yeah, I mean, if I had known he was going to do this, I would have voted for him. I would have, I 100%. This might be the orangest that I've seen him in my whole life.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's not.
It's pretty orange.
I mean, this is in like maybe the top 10, but it's not. No, it's not.
I can't think of an oranger time. This
Did you
is
vote for Kamala?
pretty orange.
No, of course not.
He just came out of the tanning
To do,
booth.
and let's vote for the bill. I don't see how
Let's
they can
vote.
vote against it. How can they vote against it when drugs and pharmaceuticals are going to be down 70, 80%? It's going to be very interesting.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not
It's only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much.
There's nothing wrong with accepting a gift, an expensive gift, and you think it's going to pay him off? Dude, if he was going to do something like that and be beholden to these people, he would keep it secret, right? Or he would pretend he had paid them when he hadn't, right? But if he's just accepting a free one and he's proud of it, I don't think that he's going to be beholden to them at all. I don't think he's going to do anything for them. I think he's just accepting a gift, and I think they gave him a gift because they like him. Simple as that.
You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear of him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto, when they give you a putt,
This is the
you
one
say
we
thank
saw
you
earlier.
very much, you
Yeah.
pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. Then
Yeah,
they
he
putt it,
did.
they miss it.
He said it. He said the
And their
word.
partner gets angry at him. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Right. That in itself is a power move. If somebody offers you a gift and you accept it graciously, that's a power move, right? If you feel too humble and too shy to accept a gift that somebody is giving you, they're not going to respect you as much. You could have hurt their feelings, This man's a businessman. He knows what he's doing. And I don't see anything wrong with accepting something from someone as long as you're not letting the other party control you. And I don't think he's going to be controlled by anybody. He's Trump. He's not being controlled by anybody.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman, some people may look at this and say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received
It's
anything
not a
else?
gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense. And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network
Nice
is a
comeback.
disaster. ABC is a disaster.
Nice
Here's
comeback.
the bill. Bobby, come on over here. Now you're talking about...
Nice comeback.
Mr. President, a quick question on
Oh my God. God.
Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ. Come on up, Poppy. Let's go.
He says it like it is, man. That's why I like him.
Wow. Do you think he just makes himself orange for the memes?
No, I think he
think
just
that-
he just got out of the tanning booth, people. God.
He just does. Sometimes he'll do random shit. Oh, they had Dr. Oz
It
up there
fades over
talking. Oh,
time,
God.
Lord.
And I think that
I think that man would look extra wrinkly, as old as he is, if he didn't get a tan, right?
I don't know. ABC got roasted. Yeah, I guess so. Right? He likes to be tan. It's not that hard. I guess so. The fencing with Acosta. No, I saw this, and I'm very happy about this. I'm massively happy about it, and I think this is something that should have happened a long time ago. So this is him talking about. Wait, he's talking about Ozempic.
Ozempic.
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman.
Don't tell me he's trying to make Ozempic more available to everybody so that more people can lose weight, because I heard Ozempic is not that great. It can give everybody that Ozempic face, you know, where your cheeks get sunk in and everything. That looks pretty scary. I think that if you want to lose weight and you're too fat, just put down your fork. That's the easiest way to lose weight. It's all about math. It's all about calorie intake, right?
Man, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant businessman.
Highly neurotic.
Seriously overweight. And he takes the fat shot.
The
drug.
fat shot? What? What? He talks like you and me.
Yeah. He is. You're right. He's very orange today.
And he called me up
Right.
and he said,
It's a personality trait.
President. He calls me. He used to call me Donald. Now he calls me President. So
Makes
that's nice
sense.
respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy,
Yeah.
very successful, very rich. I
Very.
don't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said it's not working. He said,
Oh my gosh.
I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300. What
Oh,
the hell is
Lord.
going on? I mean, I'll tell you.
So is all of this spurred on by Ozempic being too expensive for his fat friend? So he tried to lower drug prices all because of that? He's like, that is outrageous that you paid that much money. You need it, sir. Oh my god. Just put the fork down, dude.
Drug I take. I said, it's not working.
It's not working. Who says that?
Okay.
Who says that?
Not working.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's like something I would say to my brother.
Oh my God, I'm fat and this is funny. This is fucking hilarious.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, there was another one the other day. Let me see if I can.
If you're self-conscious about it and that hurts your feelings, that means that you don't like how you look and you know inside what you want to do, that you need to try to get healthy, right? It is nobody else's problem that you're getting offended. If you're offended, man, do something about it.
Find this one from a few days ago of like just some dumbass shit that he says. Let me see if I can find it.
If you don't, and the Democrats are fighting it only because they want to fight. They have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, if it was somebody else, they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person, if you had some stiff sitting behind you, they'd be fine. But they have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Senator Schumer's become a Palestinian. He's welcome. I don't know when they're going to give him the ceremony, whatever the ceremony may be. But it's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So.
He's just sitting there talking shit, bro, the whole time. Yes, what is going on? And anyway, yes, this is the content president. There we go. And yeah, wow, shouldn't make fun of the disabled. He was born without the part of the brain that filters what you think from what you can say. No, that's not true. I think that he does it on purpose because there were reports that Donald Trump is normal behind closed doors. Like, he's
Yes.
totally normal.
Yeah, I saw that interview, right? That one guy, oh god, I don't remember his name. But anyways, he's pretty left leaning, and he literally visited Trump in the White House, and he talked to him for a bit. He's like a comedian or whatever, talk show host or something, or his own news broadcast or whatever. And yeah, he said that yeah, Trump was really awesome, had a great sense of humor, uh, didn't get upset or anything at him, didn't let things bother him, was just an all around nice guy, totally normal behind closed doors, had no complaints.
And so this is just no, and he goes out, and then he just goes and does this shit. Yeah, he does this on purpose. Boss is on fire today. Oh God. Yep. Well, there we go. We'll watch one more of these, and as I
starting
said,
today,
I'm
the United
just a
States
second,
will
let me
know.
pause it. I'm very happy about this outcome. I'm extremely happy. Curious
Yeah.
about what good Trump has done so far. I mean, I think this is good right here.
Yeah, I
mean, this
think
is
he's done a lot of good. As long as this actually translates to actually lowered prices and we start seeing them. I'm not exactly sure what he did, like why the prices are going to get lower. I haven't seen that really explained yet, at least not in this video. Um, but yeah, as long as the prices actually come down at the pharmacy, you know, that's awesome. And if the price lowering for drugs affects also the prices that you pay in the hospital for your care, when they, uh, you know, hook you up to an IV or administer medicines in the hospital, instead of upcharging you like, $25 for one band-aid, maybe they'll come down a little bit. I mean, I don't know if it'll affect hospital prices, but it would be awesome if it did.
what we're talking about right now. I'm very positive about this. Israel bombed activist. Israel bombed something. Is that true?
So this pharmaceutical deal, I'm just going off the Truth Social post. It says, it's a long one, but he says, I'm pleased to announce that today, the White House at 9 o'clock will be signing one of the most consequential executive orders ever.
Check
They'll
E
be
after
reducing
She's got
pharmaceuticals
duck
by about
face.
80%.
This is the Mangione mandate, boys.
Essentially, we are going
That's
to
what they're
pay
calling it.
less than the country that's paying
By
the
they, I mean
least
me.
for pharmaceuticals from here on in. How does that work?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
First of all, it cannot be overstated how big of a deal this executive order that President Trump will be signing in a couple of hours is
Sounds
for
like a
American
really big
families
deal.
and especially our seniors who have been ripped off by very large and rich pharmaceutical companies. The United States of America
Yeah, when she mentions elderly people, that really hits home because I didn't even really think about that before. I was just thinking, how would it affect me? How would it affect my kids? But yeah, elderly people are a big deal. They live paycheck to paycheck. A lot of times, they don't have retirement. They just get their Medicaid. And their prescriptions are literally what they need to survive. It's what keeps them alive, right? They need their heart medicine and their diabetic medicine. And a lot of times these drug prices are so high, it's crazy. It makes it so that they don't have enough money to go out and do anything. They barely can scrape by and get food. Yeah, so yeah, that's really good.
is less than 5% of the world's population, yet we purchase 75% of Big Pharma's profits. We pay an astronomical amount in comparison to other countries around the world. So the president is signing an
It's obviously
Because
bullshit.
we got
executive
money.
order today
Obviously.
that is going to implement most favored nations
America
drug pricing. It
is
going to
viewed as a rich nation. So of course we pay the highest because we're viewed as we have the ability to pay the most, right?
reduce the cost of drugs in this country by more than half at least. America is going to pay a better rate and a fairer rate to the rest of the world. That's what
Okay, but here's my question. Is it gonna do anything for insurance, like health insurance prices? The premiums are out of control. You can't even afford health insurance at all. It's like higher than the rent for a house. The mortgage value of a house. Unless you can actually get that tax rebate or whatever, that will give you a little break. They'll give you the money ahead of time to pay for your insurance if you go to the health insurance marketplace. If you're not using all of that rebate, like up front, and then hope that you get that all back during tax season and you don't have to pay any of that back, you can't afford health insurance unless your job is giving it to you. So I hope this affects that premium, because honestly, you have to have health insurance, especially if you have an underlying health condition. It's just necessary, right? And loads of people need insurance, and I'm one of them. Like, I have to have insurance. I cannot go without it, right? So I don't have to pay a lot of drug prices up front at the counter because I have my insurance, but it's those premiums that I'm actually paying for. So I want to see those actually come down.
What the American people deserve. This is huge news. And also, I will add, we know that healthcare costs and drug prices were the #1 driver of Biden inflation. So not only are we bringing those down, but we are ending Biden inflation once and for all.
Man, even 50% is much more than we pay, but it's just the beginning. Yeah, I think so. I'm glad. Yep, Luigi won. Yep, bro.
Luigi won.
Yeah, what does Luigi think about all this? That's a good question. Yeah, somebody's got to get and see what how he feels. And it's funny for me to see because like nobody's really. This is
Was
why
it
they're
Luigi
talking
though?
about that airplane.
Was it Luigi though? Or was it the Ozempic guy?
The reason why they're talking so much about that airplane is because this is a one-sided thing. Everybody is on the same page with this shit. And so they've got to go and bring up some other bullshit that's got nothing to do with it in order to make it look like it's a problem.
Well, that's the end of the video. I guess that's it for right now. Tell me what you think of it. Do you think that we're actually going to see prices go down? And do you think this is going to affect anything else, like health insurance premiums, doctor bills, things of that nature? Or do you think we're kind of going to see a more gradual, just lessening at the pharmacy counter of price reductions? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!